The first thing that's on all our minds is how's Cam?
Initial reports are fractured clavicle, so broken collarbone. So I don't know how long those take, but on a thrown shoulder, I would imagine that'll probably be it for his season.
You guys did have a lot of injuries, but the good news of all the game is you got a lot of playing time for a lot of young guys, the ability to evaluate what you have and what you can do moving forward.
Yeah, I told the guys in the locker room that I to those of them that fought to the end, that how much I appreciated them. And I apologized to the seniors, but I reminded them they're going to remember these last 3 games for the rest of their lives. And for these young guys that are now being thrust into action, these are extremely, extremely valuable reps and an opportunity to grow.
What do you think of Kaysen coming in, obviously in a tough situation?
Yeah, that's not the defense really that you want to get your feet wet against. But I thought he did well. He missed a couple hots and had to run around back there because he didn't get the ball out. But other than that, for everything considered, I think he did pretty admirably.
Coach, obviously when you have to bring in a backup quarterback and then another backup quarterback, you have to kind of change things a little bit based on trade. Do you change things based on what you have under center, or do you just kind of focus on the game plan and try to execute that?
I think so. I don't think, there's not a whole lot of difference in style of play, I guess, between our 3 guys. And so my big thing is when those guys go in the game, I get on the headset immediately with Coach Fry and say, hey, what is he comfortable with? Because he's around those guys all day, every day. And so I just want to make sure, some guys are more comfortable with other calls on the call sheet than others. And so just want to make sure that you're calling plays that they're comfortable with.
This was the first week that Jamari Sands got extended burn at running back. What went into giving him more work tonight, and what do you think?
What
went into giving him more work tonight, and also what did you think of his performance?
Well, we were down Zuberi Mobley, did not make the trip due to a knee injury, and then CJ, tweaked his ankle again. So we were down to him and Xavier, and I thought those 2 young backs did really, really well.
Defensively, you got yourself in a hole early. It's tough to come back from that. What was happening, do you think, defensively that they were just not effective?
The list is long. Again, there were so many things from missed tackles, which happened, but out of gaps to blown coverages, and then just getting beat. We got beat a few times, and that happens, and when you're in a one-on-one situation. But that was I did not see that coming.
To go further on to that, I know you guys tried to do some stuff disguise-wise, but it seemed like pre-snap, the defenders were kind of giving away some of their disguise, what their responsibility was pre-snap, and I think that ECU kind of took advantage of that a little bit. Is that something is that a discipline issue? Is that a lack of faith in the players themselves and being able to get the job done? What do you think that is?
I think it's we actually did check out of some of those that they saw. So there's a little bit of that, and there's a cat and mouse game, especially when you're playing a gun no huddle team. Is the first snap, the first clap going to be they're snapping the ball, and then you're late on the blitz or whatever it is. So we've got ways to combat that, and they did a good job getting the show. We checked out a few times, and it seemed like it didn't matter.
Focusing on defense again, when it comes to tackling, right? It seems like, some games guys start off really strong and then it fades, and it sometimes feels like, the tackling isn't always at the highest level. Is there any way that you guys can focus on something specific to work on that in practice going forward, or is that just an effort thing?
No, it's not effort. Our guys are trying hard. The hard part this time of year is getting those live reps in. We're so banged up on defense. That would be foolish. But there's plenty of drills that we do every week that don't require a whole lot of contact and are fairly safe. So we just got to keep doing it, keep drilling it, and my biggest thing with tackle, everybody misses tackles on defense. You're going to miss tackles. It's the second and third and fourth guy getting there to clean up for you, and we've got to do a better job of that, in my opinion, too.
Last thing for me, Coach. Now you guys are no longer bowl eligible. What's the message to the team going forward to try to stop these guys from losing morale?
Yeah, that's hard. This didn't happen to us till the last week, last year. So I think what I told them, is that the guys that aren't going to be able to come back for us, they're going to remember these 3 games for the rest of their lives. Hopefully, the ones that will have a chance at the next level, obviously these 3 games are going to be evaluated very. It'll be scrutinized in terms of their level of play with the stakes where they're at, and then for these young guys, like Katrina's question, I think it's a great opportunity to now continue to build on the growth that we're going to need next season.
Thank you.